Well, it is Friday, and I am back in the office. I was in Burlington County, New Jersey this morning representing a client. Now I'm back in the office in Moorestown, New Jersey, finishing up the week for clients and their families. With that said, came out with a blog article today regarding the recent gun violence in Philadelphia. And while this incident involves the use of a semi-automatic weapon in an attack on three teens, it gives us a good opportunity to explain the difference between laws in Pennsylvania and New Jersey with regards to gun ownership. Now, I'm talking about legal gun ownership. In this particular incident, there's no evidence that the people involved and they remain at large were legal gun owners. But the point is that the laws are very different with regards to how you can possess these types of weapons in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Now, in New Jersey, you need a permit to possess pretty much any handgun or an assault rifle. To even get a assault rifle in New Jersey, it's a process unlike Pennsylvania. And unlike Pennsylvania, it is a process to get a handgun in New Jersey. Now, in Pennsylvania, you can pretty much buy whatever you like, but Pennsylvania, like New Jersey, places conditions on who can actually possess. So, for instance, in both states, you can't be a convicted felon and possess a firearm in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In fact, there's a specific law in both states regarding prohibited persons. And these are usually people who have been convicted of violent felony crimes or pretty much any felony crime in both states. In addition, there's also exceptions. People can't possess weapons if they have a PFA against them in Pennsylvania, or in the case of New Jersey, either a TRO or an FRO. So a temporary restraining order or a firearm restraining. These are important points that you need to understand with regards to Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In addition, Pennsylvania, you can get a permit to carry outside of your home or place of business. In New Jersey, you can get a permit to carry technically, but it's virtually impossible to get a permit to carry in New Jersey. It requires court approval, and I don't know anyone who has a permit to carry in New Jersey except former law enforcement or people in the security field, and they have gone through that process. With that said, it's important to understand the differences. If you're traveling through New Jersey with your out-of-state gun, I always say keep it a separate lockbox for that weapon. Keep the ammunition separately. If you're traveling through the state, it's not good enough to simply put it under your seat and keep it loaded. You are in violation of the Graves Act. If you do that, if you are stopped, and please do find the gun, you will be charged with unlawful possession, in addition to possible other charges depending on the circumstances surrounding the arrest. So keep that in the back of your mind. If you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Website, gamblinglaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. In addition to our podcast, we have our weekly update, which went out today to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In that weekly update, I do highlight this recent article. I also talk about the recent executive order, which doesn't really have much teeth in Pennsylvania. New Jersey does have red flag laws, so it will have an effect in New Jersey with regards to gun regulation and background checks, but in Pennsylvania, it likely won't have any effect unless Pennsylvania passes similar legislation. But once again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Finally, it is Friday. It is the weekend. I understand that people will be traveling between the states. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, do not refuse the chemical test. It will never help your criminal case. In addition, if police want to search your vehicle, do not give consent, but be polite, be respectful to the officer. Give your license, your registration, but do not consent to the search of your person or your property in any situation. Now, remember, in Pennsylvania, police need a search warrant to search your car in most situations. There are exceptions. In New Jersey, unlike Pennsylvania, New Jersey follows the automobile exception to the search warrant rule, and warrantless searches are permissible. Very important distinction. The laws in Pennsylvania and New Jersey are very different, even though both states share borders and bridges and sports teams in some situations. The laws are very different. Don't assume you know. Again, don't assume the laws are the same and the penalties are the same. Understand that New Jersey can't take your Pennsylvania driver's license, and and vice versa, but they will likely report it to your particular home state. Finally, gun crimes in New Jersey, in most situations, unlike Pennsylvania, carry with them mandatory minimum sentencing to as much as a mandatory minimum of 3.5 years of state incarceration for the unlawful possession of a firearm, regardless of whether or not you have a criminal record. So once again, if you have questions about any of this, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. I'm going to link in the recent blog articles. I'm also going to link in the recent e-update to our newsletter, and you can sign up for the newsletter. It comes out every Friday, and you can receive it in your inbox. So have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all very soon.